Hello and welcome to the BeanCast episode 13. I am your host, TheBeanBandit.
Wrong! I'm in charge!
I guess we got to restart.
No,
that's the thing.
That was perfect. So AC, please explain what that was about.
Okay, so recently, Paramount Pictures has released the Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer. And in that, Dr. Eggman, or in this, Dr. Robotnik, since he doesn't look like an egg, he screams at the man in charge that he is wrong, and that he is in charge.
Jim Carrey was the best part about that trailer.
Yeah, Jim Carrey is definitely... Jim Carrey is definitely going to be the only thing keeping that movie above a 3 out of 10.
Yeah, definitely.
No, dog. You guys are forgetting like how angry Sonic fans will be. Like that makes the movie a 10 out of 10.
That makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
That is
just seeing them like rage like rabid dogs without like their bat scenes, like that makes it all worth it.
Hey man, don't make fun of me. My doctor said I could stop taking my meds.
So you're gonna watch it? I don't know if I'm gonna watch it.
I'm not gonna.
I'm not going to legally watch it, but once
I feel like it might be like really
fun
fun to get a group of friends and go and watch it in the cinemas.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I'm watching Detective Pikachu next week actually.
Oh, is that next week? Shit, I didn't realize.
I want to
was
watch it, but I can't get anyone to watch it with me, so...
Damn, I was planning to watch that, but that'd be like writing exams.
I saw the trailer for that movie, and honestly, it doesn't look that good to me.
Which
I mean,
movie?
it's Ryan Reynolds Pikachu.
Detective Pikachu.
That's fun enough.
Hey, you know what?
It looks like the only thing that is good about that movie is just looking at all the different Pokemon that they made with the 3D. It's like, it's kind of cool looking.
I mean, you also have like no connection to Pokemon though, do you? So.
The only good thing about Atro is
no, but the humor just looks terrible. It looks on the same tier as the Sonic movie.
I don't think.
I don't want to hear this from someone who laughs at everything that Cell says, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
What does XL say?
I don't know. XL can
you're
just
a poopy, stinky butthole, man. That's XL.
XL can just be like, oro, 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 and after will just start busting a laugh, like the loudest laugh ever.
Stop.
Not anymore.
That's all XL is.
I'm a much more refined man these days.
Easy.
I don't think you are, Atro. Like, let's try and get XL in here one more time.
Of
No, let's
wines
not
and
do that.
best of foods now.
Last week's episode,
Really?
last month's episode was such a mess.
Yeah.
Which was?
Why
XL
turn into a big robot man for me? I didn't hear anything you said.
The XL episode. That was very messy.
Crazy how that was the most popular BeanCast episode.
That is
quite a
crazy.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll keep pumping up the episodes. We'll get there.
We'll get there.
We'll defeat XL.
It's easy enough at this point.
Yeah.
One day we'll get 100K views on every podcast episode.
I'm sure.
Yes.
I do like how we're pretty like
1K views would be fucking cool.
Yeah, 1K is
Yeah,
like
we
the
all-
dream.
And then, like, once we make it big, we finally kick Atro from the podcast. That'll be the day.
Oh,
We
yeah.
have a Patreon, and we have like the Patreon goals. We to kick Atro.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We could fund
How
our
much
own
would that be?
studio, dude.
Like a $10 tier or something.
$300 tier, we kick Atro from the podcast.
Yeah.
And we replace him with you.
Yeah.
Who's you? Oh, the person who pays.
Yeah.
Just pour ourselves out
Are you
like that.
are
That'd
you
be fun.
stupid?
That's a terrible idea. Whoever's paying $300 to be on this is just really gross and creepy.
I don't know, Atro. I can see you becoming the $300 patron.
Yeah.
Hey, it is me.
Just using your daddy's money to get in, make your place permanent.
Yeah, just pouring in a
That
couple
sounds like
switches.
something you definitely-
You guys just keep extorting me because you keep threatening me to get off the podcast.
Yeah, but you specifically have to pay 300 to stay on the podcast.
Every month.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Oh
maybe
my
that
God.
therapist money will pay for it.
Oh, man. That is true,
Maybe.
Alrighty. So, we talked about the Sonic movie. What else is there left to
Vaguely.
talk about?
I mean, we've already
A little
paid
bit.
that much for it anymore.
PewDiePie
Oh yeah,
has
wait.
lost.
Actually, before we move on, let me. So like the thing about the Sonic movie everybody hated is Sonic himself. Like he looks like a grotesque combination of an actual human being and like Sonic the Hedgehog. So use that to your imagination.
I just
And
don't know who
apparently,
decided
like
it was a good idea.
probably like
They-
Atro. They probably called Atro. It's like,
He
hey,
sent in
this
his
is a good
design.
sign.
They said that they're going to redesign it, but they never said that they were going to delay the movie.
Oh,
so
I
now,
did see that.
a
Yeah,
bunch
it's just
of-
shit.
a bunch of losers, now have to crunch their overtime hours and
Yeah.
die just so that, Paramount Pictures can fix their mistake.
Here's the thing, though. Sonic will still be ugly by the end.
Probably.
God,
No.
that's gonna be so
Like-
messy.
Honestly,
Yeah,
it's going
that's
to
the
be bad
sad truth.
When does it
regardless
come
of
out?
the design. It comes out in December, I believe.
Jeez.
December. Man. It comes out in December, and they decided to play Gangster's Paradise, dog. Like the same month as Christmas, and they're playing Gangster's Paradise in the trailer. For
Really
shame.
good for in the Christmas mood.
Crazy.
By the way,
Yeah.
AC, is that like some Sonic reference we don't get? Because I have no fucking clue why that music was chosen.
You
there
don't
is-
know? You don't know about the popular AMV?
What popular
Oh yeah,
movie?
the guy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's like a
Zombie
really
movie.
famous AMV from back in the day, back when YouTube was still like a dating site, right? Called like
Mhm.
Sonic the Hedgehog Gangster's Paradise anime music video. And
Wait,
then
is
like
that what
what do you know?
AMV stands for?
Is that real or are you just fucking with
Yeah,
us?
is that the truth?
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
never
talking.
heard of it.
Here,
Yeah, it
I'll
keeps
post
showing
it.
up in my recommended. It's true.
Man.
Huh.
I just see
So they
12
released
years ago
embracing
next
the
to
shit,
it.
so-
That's some weird shit.
Yeah.
Gangster's Paradise, dog.
Odd. I
Two.
guess there's that Sonic Twitter account, which has always been like.
Mean.
Sonic's bad. Isn't that funny, guys?
I mean, the Sonic Twitter account, I don't think they have much to do with the Sonic movie.
Hey,
Yeah, just like
Sega
the
made
brand is
Sonic,
quite-
right?
Self-aware.
Sega made
Yeah.
Sonic, right?
I mean,
How crazy
Yeah,
would
what
it be
else
that?
Sega
No, how
made?
crazy?
Hey, what else has
how
Sega
crazy?
done?
Wait, let me finish talking.
I know what else
How
Sega
crazy-
have done, Ben.
How crazy would it be, right? That like at the end of the Sonic movie, the after credit scene, they reveal Persona 3 remake.
No, it just
I'm
zooms into
saying-
Sonic. It goes on to, like full blue on the screen, and it zooms out, and it's Persona 3 remake.
Persona 3 remake time.
We knew.
Sonic will return in P3 remake.
New social link.
As a Persona, can you imagine Sonic
Sonic
as a Persona at
social
some point? Oh, man.
Actually, unironically, I would support P3 remake if Sonic showed
Isn't
up
there
as
like a
social.
Sonic Morgana
Well,
costume?
let's only hope
in Persona 5 or something.
In Persona 5,
Is
yeah, in Sonic Forces, there's a Joker costume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there is.
it's all leading up to Sonic in Persona 3 remake.
So this foreshadowing.
It looks terrible
Oh my
too, that
goodness.
costume, because the gloves aren't there. so-
Technically, Bayonetta gets like published by Sega also, so like
Yeah.
we could like get those three crossed
Yeah,
over.
Sega have like 4 relevant franchises: Sonic, Bayonetta, Yakuza, and Persona.
Yeah.
That's,
Sonic hasn't had a good
that's
game.
pretty much
for years.
all they have now that they're a broken shell of their former self.
Get Sega
Hey
Kart.
man, all right. Let's talk about the real fighters in this gaming age. Sonic kart racing game or Crash Bandicoot kart racing game? Which do you
I don't
think
know,
would
man.
be the best one?
Mario Kart.
Crash, of course.
No, Mario
Crash
Kart
the
is
best
going to
racing game
die
out
the
I
there.
don't think
moment
I'd
both
wanna
of them
touch
come
either
out.
Of those.
Sonic and Crash are definitely infinitely better than Mario Kart.
Well,
That's just
I don't know
fact.
about Sonic.
No, Sonic. See, the original Sonic racing games, Sonic and Sega All Star Racing and Sonic and Sega All Star Racing Transform. Those were
To be
pretty
fair,
awesome
I did
games.
play one on the DS that was pretty fun. I don't know which one it was, but like way
You would
back
probably
then.
think of Mario Kart, and it had like the Sonic crossover.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only thing you could possibly be referring to.
maybe.
Like, I don't know, man. Crash Team Racing seems pretty awesome. I don't know if the new Sonic racing game can.
I don't know.
Compete with
Mario
that.
Kart is just already perfect to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you suck. Because you have the action
Damn.
replay codes.
Yeah, I do
to
have
it.
the action replay codes.
You won't have those once we hit up, Team Sonic Racing. It's not happening.
Sometimes I'm
I
tempted to
don't
buy like a console recording thing so we can just stream Mario Kart together. That'd be so fun.
That would be fun,
Yeah.
especially
Wait,
with
so Sonic already has a confirmed racing game coming out?
Yeah.
Sonic.
Team Sonic
like-
Racing.
Yeah, Team
It
Sonic.
comes out.
Never heard of
It comes out this month, actually.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I've seen no
Yeah.
advertising.
Never heard a
about that.
speck of anything with that.
Yeah,
How
it's
have you
because
not heard
it's been
anything? They've been
It's
releasing
been
music
overshadowed
from
by
it.
Crash Bandicoot, Crash Team
I mean, I've
Racing.
been off Twitter a bit, so that's probably why.
I've been retweeting music from
I
that
haven't heard
game
anything
my
of it
entire
either.
life. What? How did you guys miss this?
I do
I've
find
had
out
your
like,
retweets turned
well,
up for a
well,
long
well,
time,
Yes, I just
basically.
ignore you.
Well, here, you can't rely Atro on seeing your retweets because Atro has been muting accounts on Twitter, so he probably muted you, AC.
No, he definitely
Not
didn't
yet.
mute
I'll
me.
just block him if I don't like him.
Yeah. He definitely
As you
will
have done
never
in the
mute me
past.
ever. Only block.
Mhm.
I missed the days when like we changed the thumbnail and AC would complain, so we'd block him.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
These are
that's
the
why you
days.
blocked me that time? Because I
Yeah.
complained about the
He said
thing?
he'd do it every future time you complain about it too.
Thumbnail, yeah.
Well, lucky me, I've never done it again.
Like every
because you
time
guys,
we
you know,
repair, like,
perfected
oh
it.
no, Ace's gonna hate this. I can't be bothered to do it with him.
Yeah. And then, all right,
And
being segue.
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 So, talking about Mario Kart and Nintendo, the former president of Nintendo America has made his own Twitter account at Reggie.
Perfect segue.
You know, there was a better
Reggie.
segue you could have made with that.
Hey, I was on the spot. Leave me alone.
Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games is right there. We just
Wait,
talked
I can't talk
about
about- that's a new
Mario
topic,
and
though.
Sonic thing.
Who cares
What? No,
about
you
Mario
guys,
Sonic
all
at
of
the
you,
Olympic
all of
Games?
you guys said that you
Who-
had played Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games before.
I
I
do
played
not
one of them,
remember
but I don't know
playing
anything about this new one coming up.
I didn't know that was a game.
I
thought
didn't know
like,
they were making
they
a
were
new
going
one.
to the
Okay, we'll
next
take it
Olympics
now,
or
AC.
something.
Actually, wait. Since we're
Force
mentioning
yourself again.
the 2020 is being held in Japan, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty
Yeah.
Perfect
Mario,
announcement.
Mario,
time,
Mario.
wouldn't you say,
All I know is like Mario's like the official mascot of the Olympic Games
Is it?
in Japan in 2020. Yeah, like they had when they announced that it's gonna be held in Japan. Like Mario made a cameo appearance.
Didn't they do Goku one time? Am I imagining that?
Hey, you guys want to rabbit
I
the
don't know.
Olympics?
That sounds like fun, you know. Atro
When
would
is
just
the
be
Olympics?
Atro would just
I'm with
complain
the
though
dog.
about like all these
I
people.
like
at
some
the-
athletes being fit and strong and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Atro would be
cool.
like, hey, let's switch to the ping pong channel.
Atro was rooting for Japan.
I mean, we'll see.
No, Atro definitely
Is it
wouldn't
gonna be-
root for Japan. He'll be all like, all these niggas got
Olympics.
such small cocks. I hate these niggas.
The Japanese dudes, they're just inconvenience. They can't really win.
They've got the home ground.
They're just such small, fragile.
I just
people,
want
you know?
I just want Usain Bolt to like keep like eating ass. That's all I want.
Does
you
he
know?
still exist?
He does, yeah.
So,
He's still the
I
fastest
thought he
man
retired.
alive.
I thought he retired.
Till XL's
Did
old
he?
enough.
That is sad.
Olympics.
Excel's been hiding his true power.
Yeah, I'm pretty
he's
sure he
waiting.
retired.
How old do you have to be to get
That's
the
sad.
Olympics? Is that 18?
Probably.
Alright,
Who
when
knows?
XL gets there, he's going to destroy the competition.
That's
Just
why he
waiting
doesn't
for his
enter. It
chance.
wouldn't be fair
Yeah.
for anyone else.
He's giving them time.
Yeah, he retired
He's
last
waiting for this.
2 years ago. He retired in 2017.
You know. That's such.
He did?
Is it winter or summer
Usain
Olympics in
Bolt.
Bolt.
2020?
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it's summer.
Yeah.
maybe
Right?
summer.
Damn, that's kind of
Pretty
a shame
sure-
though. Curling's
What,
my
did-
favorite Olympic sport.
Nada, your favorite Olympic sport is probably like bobsledding.
No, curling. That shit's really cool. You know, they like slide the thing, they
Curling.
brush. It's like really goofy to watch.
Oh yeah, I remember. I have like that image of like that fat man at the
Oh,
Olympics,
yeah, with
like
the red
with
shirt.
the curling. Yeah,
Oh, that.
yeah, that's curling. Yeah.
Is there a
Boxing's
goofier
probably fun,
Olympic
too.
sport?
Goofier than trolling.
I think pot throwing looks pretty goofy. Like those guys just swing around the giant ball.
I think bobsledding's pretty goofy because Jamaica won once.
Bobsledding.
Yeah, it's like a completely like winter sport, right? So you expect someone like Canada or whatever to win, but no, Jamaica took the gold medal one year.
What
What
the
are
hell?
those?
There's a movie about that.
Those guys live in
Yeah,
the
there was a
fucking
movie about
desert.
that.
I
Why?
remember that.
They live
Yeah,
on a tropical
fucking-
island.
Have
Jamaica
they made a movie
created.
about that yet? That's a fucking
Yeah.
inspiration.
Yeah,
Cool
Jamaica
Beat all the
created
odds.
its own bobsledding team, and they took the gold medal, bro. Like they beat Canada. That must have been a dark year for Canada the moment they saw that.
Yeah.
Has Canada ever lost hockey?
It
Has that
doesn't
ever happened?
exist.
I don't know,
It's
bro.
pretty impossible for Canada to lose hockey.
I thought it would have been impossible for them to lose bobsledding, but like Jamaica pulled it, you know.
Like, shouldn't they just win all of the Winter Olympics? Like, they should just take home all of the gold medals. Those guys live in
Probably.
snow. That's their
Yeah.
homeland.
Yeah.
They had
But,
one
like,
advantage.
Olympic hockey.
And we were
winners.
coming to them.
Exactly. But like Jamaica, you
Oh,
know.
Sweden won a
Jamaica.
few of these, and Russia.
I mean, I guess it's because black people are naturally more athletic than white people.
Yeah, man.
Good thing black people play hockey.
You reminded me of that one Hippo quote.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
fuck!
It's like, what would you do if you fought a black boxer or something?
Why is it that people are naturally balanced at
Oh god, and then they do the fucking blackface too. It's so bad.
Man.
It's
feel like-
really awesome.
This
I'm
is
glad the
going
anime
from
doesn't
Five
have
Nights at
that.
Freddy's to DC Universe Online.
DC Universe Online.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
even-
I didn't know they still existed.
yeah, it still exists, and it's still
still
downloading. No, it's not. It's done downloading. We can play as soon as
Wait, have you
Dreamcast is
been-
over.
Playing it
Have
right
you
now.
been downloading DC Universe Online like since the moment you said you were gonna download it on Friday?
No, I've downloaded it since I stopped playing Five Nights at Freddy's yesterday.
Oh, I
Right,
see.
so you don't have abysmal Wi-Fi.
My Wi-Fi is like pretty lame, really.
Why did
Like,
DC Online come up?
That's very bad.
Oh,
Right.
Bruno
because
brought it up.
it's because it says on Discord that I'm playing DC Universe Online.
Oh,
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 it does say that.
It does indeed say that. Anyway, AC,
Yeah.
Mario and Sonic Olympic Games. What were we saying?
Okay, so like essentially,
I forgot we were doing that.
Yeah.
I
have to reel it back in.
okay, so like all I really have is a story of when I was with my cousin. We were playing Mario and Sonic at the London Olympic Games.
I think I
We
had
were
that
chilling.
Was that the
I
2012
believe
one?
that is
You probably starred in it, Bean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the extras.
I believe
Yeah.
that was the 2012 one actually,
Yeah, I had
because they went from Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, then Winter, and then London.
that. Yeah.
So like, we were playing, we were chilling, and then we placed a bet on who would win in the tennis one, and the bet was basically I had to give up my PS2. I had to sell it and buy him some games.
Damn, that's
and-
brutal.
Yeah, and if he won, he had to sell his GameCube, and buy me some games.
These are
So like the winner of that
stakes.
bet, they died because like it wasn't like back when those two consoles were the only thing that existed. I had an Xbox 360 at the time, and I was chilling. So the winner,
Yeah.
the winner of that got everything, a pot of gold, and the loser died essentially.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
so,
who would want to have an Xbox 360 when they used to have a PS2? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and because of that, I don't have the ability to play Sly Cooper anymore.
Yeah.
It's such a shame.
So you lost.
You spoiled it.
Yeah.
Damn.
Fuck. Yeah, I did. I mean, like, okay, so like, what happened was, I was chilling. I was killing it. I was winning.
No content
Nah.
spoilers.
The no context spoilers for Avengers Endgame have arrived. So like, I'm chilling. I'm fighting. I'm winning. My shadow, is killing the entire match. But then, suddenly, this loser, he activates like, okay, so like when you're playing tennis, if you're playing the special version, you get like a super cool attack
I remember
that you can
yeah.
use. And so, like, right when I'm about to win, he gets that attack, and he kills me, and then he just makes a comeback. He kills me. He just destroys me every other
I like how
game,
vividly you remember
and I
this.
lost, dude.
it's
I
a
lost.
traumatic event.
It's like that's my biggest regret: selling my PS2 Because now every other month, I just think, Sly Cooper is an amazing game. I really want to play that. But I go downstairs. My PS2 is no longer there.
You have
Well,
to
you
for
have,
that
you,
remake.
you,
I mean, hey,
you have a gaming
yeah,
PC
you got
now,
your gaming
right?
PC. You can emulate.
Yeah, that is true. But I thought Loserman said XL told me that a good PS2 emulator is just really hard to find.
PCX
That's not
2.
true. Yeah.
Yeah, PS2.
We like all
Emulators,
actively use that. So.
Yeah.
I think he meant specifically a good PS2 emulator.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was
that's what
talking
I'm talking
about.
about.
PCS 2.
Yeah.
I guess he just
Excel
fucking
just
sucks.
Yeah.
Because
Never go to
that's-
Excel for any advice. He'll just tell you is your computer on.
Like that was the reason why he said that I couldn't play P3.
They probably just
I
didn't want
played
you
all of
playing
P3 on a PS2 emulator.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I played P3 for like the third time on a PS2 emulator.
Yeah.
I guess he just sucked.
Yeah.
Everyone
P3
plays on
remake.
emulator just fine.
P3 remake will be announced for a PS2 emulator. Like, it's not even coming out to like new
Yeah, they
consoles.
just
I'll
upload the
take
ROM.
it.
You know?
I
You
think
gotta pay for the ROM.
I think Mario and Sonic was like the first thing I played with Sonic at all. And it was like the main thing I played actually. And I just and
Good.
I thought
You
Shadow's
dodged.
color scheme was like awesome. So I just kept playing
Okay.
the Shadow. And then I kept like every track I just chose City Escape because I loved that
Wait.
song.
You were a Shadow main. Are you the Shadow main? Are we
In Mario and
partners?
Sonic, yeah, I was. 'Cause you
It
were
must be
famous.
killing you that you can relate to AC in such a spiritual level, huh, Bean?
Those are before my Luigi days.
Nice.
Honestly, I feel
Trust
like
me
I
now.
feel like if we are to play, Team Sonic Racing, you should definitely join me in maining Shadow.
No,
But
Bean's
I don't know if I
probably,
could say
Shadow
goodbye to
main.
Luigi.
Bean's probably a Tails main.
Tails,
Yeah,
no
Bean
way.
is a
Tails
Tails man.
sucks. No.
Yeah, the Tails will
Whoa,
lose.
whoa,
it.
whoa, 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 whoa! Okay, whoa, no.
Like some buttons there.
You have now offended me as a Sonic fan. Tails has only
That's
sucked
a
in
Sonic
recent
fan.
years.
Gross.
Tails
I'm
has
pretty
only
sure he
sucked in
sucked.
I
recent
played like
years,
I
but
played like one Sonic game on the DS, and that is my only experience of Sonic.
Every
what?
time I've tried to play a
The
Sonic
DS?
game, I dropped
Yeah,
it because it
Well,
sucked.
it was like Sonic Colors, maybe. I don't remember.
Wasn't Sonic
Uh,
Colors good? On the
the DS
Well, the
version
Wii
I mean, it
of
was
it
cool.
was basically Sonic Rush, but cooler on the DS. I didn't have it myself, but whenever I went over my cousin's apartment, he would have it.
My only experience with Sonic Colors on the DS is I had a friend in middle school, right, who pre-ordered that game from GameStop, right, and the very next day he showed up in a fucking Sonic hat because that was the pre-order bonus, and he was running around with his fucking Sonic hat on, and it was really embarrassing.
Wait, was he running? Did he have his arm behind his back?
Yes, he was doing the Naruto run as he
Wow.
ran with his
Oh,
fucking
that's
Sonic
fucking
hat.
awesome, dude! I love that guy. I used to do that shit all the
Ladies
time when I was a
first,
boy,
remember?
man.
Yeah, man, I'm just eating lunchtime, right, and he runs over to me and he sits down next to me, and I immediately get up and go somewhere else. I'm so frustrated with that.
I cannot blame you.
I told him if you want to hang with me, lose the hat or go home.
That's so mean. You can't do that. He's just an enthusiastic Sonic fan.
That's
Because-
gross.
We have
I
have
cannot
to
be
be
blamed.
loyal, dude.
You can't
I
let those
cannot
do
be
it.
blamed for that.
We have to be loyal and enthusiastic with all of the garbage that we get, dude. Like it's either go big or go home with us.
Oh, I also used
I'm
to
not
play Sonic the Hedgehog because my friend had that, and I went around his house.
Wait,
one
the
on
original
fr-
Sonic
no,
the
one
Hedgehog?
on 360.
Sonic
You
06.
played Sonic?
We did the multiplayer, and that was like the coolest shit back then.
Wait, it had multiplayer or what?
Yeah, it had multiplayer.
Yeah, it was like kind of small local multiplayer. So I
I
just went
see.
around his house and played it sometimes. It was pretty fun.
That shit was so unfair. You
Speaking
can't.
of Sonic multiplayer, Sonic and the Black Knight had one of the best fighting game modes of all time.
Oh, I used to play that
Yes.
game.
I watched the Game Grumps playthrough of that. That was hilarious.
Sonic
Yeah,
and the
give
Black
me a
Knight is
break.
horribly underrated.
The game was
Honestly,
kind of raw.
It was.
it was.
I remember I couldn't get past like the second level.
So we
though,
talked about
I
how
didn't really know
Knuckles
much
tried to
of it.
commit suicide in Sonic and the Black Knight.
That was pretty fucking. Like, I know Sonic games, try to subtly hint at darker themes, but that was pretty
That was
overt.
subtle.
Crazy.
Not just like only death can restore my honor, and he's about to kill himself, and then Sonic's like, "Give me a break! What is up with all this drama?"
Crazy how Night of the Wind is one of the best songs in human history.
It is indeed.
I've never heard it.
You've never heard it?
Crush 40 is
I've
too
never
good
heard
for Sonic.
I've never heard it either.
Crush 40 is part of what makes, Sonic. Like, without Crush
Exactly.
40,
Bad.
it's not really a Sonic game without Crush 40, unless it's a 2D
But they should
game.
probably get Crush 40 out of there. They don't want to make it good.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so surprised about the Gangster Paradise thing for the Sonic movie, because they definitely should have just had Crush 40 make an awesome song for it.
Yeah, they should have had Crush 40 make the Gangster's Paradise
Could have just
remix.
thrown City Escape in
A
it.
remake, even.
Yes. Mm.
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 Can I get a Sonic Underground remake?
Sonic Underground remake.
Yeah.
God,
I love that
That-
show. It was the best.
that show.
I know the
Like-
theme song.
It's the
Yeah, the
best.
theme song. The theme song was really what make it.
Underground.
Sonic Underground.
The only Sonic
Made you
show
proud, their
I
mother
watched
will
Never would be
proud.
found. Sonic Underground. It's the best.
The only Sonic show I watched was Sonic X on back when you guys know Disney XD, right?
Yeah, we
have
all
that.
know it is the XD.
Do you remember when it was called Jetix?
No.
I
You guys
do
don't
indeed.
remember the
I
Jetix
remember.
days?
I remember Jetix because I used to watch Power Rangers Mystic Force on Jetix.
Jetix was the shit, bro. Holy crap. Oh my goodness.
They
Jetix
just
was
had
so
a
good.
lot of awesome shows, dude. They had
They had
a bunch
Puka.
of Power Rangers show.
They had
They had
Kirby.
what?
They had the Kirby anime there. They had the Sonic anime. Jetix was just awesome.
Jetix was
Crazy.
awesome. That really made my 4-year-old self, pretty happy. Even though I lived in the inner city at that time. It's
I
pretty
just
gross.
see a
I didn't have
I
like
just see a
anything
light
going on
skin.
as a
I
kid,
just
so-
see a light skinned baby with like a ginormous forehead when I picture you as a 4-year-old.
Also, give him braids. You know that
Braids?
black thing? Yeah, braids.
You had braids back in the day?
Yeah.
Huh.
Damn. That's
I
interesting.
can show you
Huh.
a picture, but they're in my baby book, and that's in my mother's room, and that's too far away.
Huh. That's interesting. You should bring them back for the one time, Macy.
I'm definitely never having another black hairstyle ever again in my life.
You'll have to have one when we do the face cam drinking episode.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, face cam
We need to-
drinking.
we need to have
That's
a-
lame. I can't wait for
We
We
that
need
to happen.
we need to have a drunk bean cast, you know?
I really want to do it.
I hate that Atro and I have to wait until we're 21. That's like 60 million years away from now.
I'm
Well,
gonna
wait.
hear
Do you
what-
have to?
Well, Atro would probably ruin the drunk face cam because he'd be like, no, I don't want to do a face reveal.
Maybe drunk
I mean,
Atro
I'll do it when
is
Atro
less
does it, let's say
self-conscious.
that.
yeah, maybe we can convince him.
And once he gets drunk, I think he'll be
I
more
feel like
Atro-
susceptible to
Hawk
peer
could
pressure.
convince anyone.
Atro, do you think by the age of 21 you'd be able to do a face reveal?
21's a long time, probably.
Alright.
Maybe then you'll be self-disciplined enough to lose weight and sell some of
No, we
your
should definitely make
BS.
like the Facecam episode be a cool milestone.
Maybe he
Cool,
could
man.
show off his.
This episode, if we can get that far.
Episode 100.
Maybe he could show off
Imagine,
his
right?
plethora of pristine.
We're
Nintendo
all
collection.
we're all drunk on the Beancast having a good time playing Persona 3 Remake versus.
Of course, since that'll be out by then.
Yes.
I mean, who would be
That'd be
willing to
awesome.
do
By the
Facecam
time we
here?
get to like
Just
episode
me and
100,
Santi,
Persona
isn't it?
4 remake would be out.
I
Yeah.
mean, I entered this call with Facecam, you know?
You'd want?
Yeah, I don't
Did
think it's gonna be a problem for him.
Yeah. AC, would you
Yeah,
be
remember
willing
that
to
shit
do
I was doing
Facecam?
yesterday with joining voice call?
What?
Would you be willing to do Facecam?
I can't face cam because I don't
What happened,
have.
Atro?
Well, if you did.
Atro, man.
I mean, drunk me is probably chilling.
Atro, man.
I mean, we can do the Facecam
nothing.
before we do the drunk.
Well,
I've
no,
really
not
got
before.
both
I
to
have
make
to
it
be
a
drunk to
particularly
face
good
cam.
episode.
Mm.
We'll just do me and Santi. We'll be drinking
Yeah.
with our Facecams on, and you guys will take the episode.
Hey,
Yeah, pretty much.
You remember I said I'd do a face reveal when P3 Remake got confirmed, so
Yeah.
we'll do it after that.
Mm,
I meant that. I will.
Sure, no, I just
Really?
I can imagine what she looked like, and it's either really gross or really tame.
I
What's
can't
up?
imagine what Kuno looks
It's
like.
the former.
Yeah,
So-
Kono is such a fucking blob. You just can't picture him.
It's a 6
You look
foot
like a
blob.
nerd, right, Kuno? I'm assuming you look like a
yeah.
nerd. Like you're skinny and you're nerdy.
Go away.
Didn't you say you were blonde?
No, I did not say I was blonde.
Oh.
Are you
Oh,
a
yeah,
redhead?
I'm not a redhead.
Are you brown?
Yes.
And
No hair.
Yeah, I forgot what brown hairs are called, so I just called them brown.
brunettes.
Brunettes.
Oh. Dudettes. Dudettes.
Do that.
God, I can't wait for a
Alrighty.
drinking episode.
Me neither.
Alright.
I can't wait either. I really just.
Give me a year, we'll do it.
I have to wait until like 2023, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, I've got 3 years
Uh,
of thinking of sex, never mind.
When AC turns 21, that will be the day. Speaking of turning 21, you just turned like 17, right, AC?
Yeah, speaking of
That
numbers,
is correct.
You're
I am 1 year
17?
close. Yeah,
That's interesting.
17 now. I'm a big boy. In my
Yeah.
big boy pants now. 1 year away from graduating high school. It's
1
crazy
year
to
away
think
from
about.
being an adult.
It's crazy to think that, one day I'm just going to have to pay rent. That's crazy.
Yeah, you'll really be Spider-Man then.
Yep, because
I
I'll,
could-
fail to pay all of it all the time.
I can just see America discriminating against you, not because you're black, but just because you're like, AC.
Spider-Man, yeah.
Yeah. It's just like once
When
I
Atro becomes
get
president.
out in the world. When Atro
Oh,
becomes president, suddenly I am
Yeah.
America's greatest
Your
enemy.
number one wanted criminal.
No.
This is a warrant for his arrest minutes after
If
becoming
Atro ever
president.
became president, the first thing he would do is like, all right, I'm banning everyone I don't like on Twitter. So like, everyone in this list is not allowed to have a Twitter account.
He
I hope
makes,
Excel's
he makes
on
every
there.
citizen like go up and do a stand-up routine, and he just kills them if they're not funny.
He's like,
Honestly-
all right, I want the addresses of these Twitter users. Evan, Starship, Tommy.
If they go after Excel, but he outruns them.
Honestly, I don't think Atro could handle being the president because, he has to deal with checks and balances from the other branches. I think he'd just decide to send the
What are you
military.
talking about? Atro would definitely be the totally fine being president because he would just
He'd be a dick.
he would just handle it like Atro does. Very relaxed about it, and if you oppose him, well, you die.
He's just going, every time Congress is like, no, we can't allow that. He's just going to send the military after them. Commander-in-Chief.
He's gonna look at the House of Representatives and be like, "What? There's too many representatives. Cut it down to only 3.
Yeah. They're all
One for
people
each
he knows
time
on
zone.
Twitter.
Yeah, man. 1 representative for each time zone. That's all you need.
Yeah. You only need the 3 main coasts.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we can be the other ones.
Huh. Atro knows people from all 3 coasts. He could just make one of us, the congressman, and, we'll do whatever he says because we fear for our lives.
Exactly.
I feel like that's a perfect plan. Atro, do you...
Atro rules with an iron fist.
Atro?
And then
I don't
Atro's
really want
gonna
anyone being there at all.
Atro's gonna get involved in the scandal also.
Just imagine every presenter.
I mean, I think it's
every
big
person
enough
that
of a
has to give him
scandal if I
slip,
kill
so he
all the
kills them.
representatives.
I mean,
No,
if
that-
he kills
that-
all...
You're gonna kill all the representative, and then 2 days later, you're gonna get caught with someone having sex in the Oval Office with you.
I wonder who would he have sex with in his Oval Office? He has to be
How am I supposed to answer that? How is there supposed to be an answer from that?
because you're definitely just going to blackmail a celebrity.
Threaten them with death if they don't.
Answer confirmed.
Atro would call in Hillary Clinton or something. Dude.
I will 100%.
Atro would hey Hillary, I'm the
Offered-
first woman
Do
president.
you want to die?
He'll just go up to Hillary Clinton and promise to support her on her next campaign if she
Little
fucks
does
him.
he know, though, he's the president, not her.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he can only.
Atro would be the first Asian president and the first female president.
Oh, yeah.
Just to screw over Hillary.
And the first trans president, huh?
Yeah.
That really that's a real power move for liberal America. You know, you can't stop him.
Yeah.
He's
Unstoppable.
3
How
firsts.
did we even get here?
I don't
I'm
know.
not sure.
It's a
I
good
don't
I
know.
like
We were,
reading
we were
ideas.
talking about my birthday, and somehow Atro being president it came up because I'm going to be an adult.
Oh
soon.
yeah.
Oh, I remember now.
Okay, so essentially, my birthday.
No one wanted to hear about your birthday.
No, everyone wants to hear about my birthday. That's
No.
why it's one of the longer topics.
It is.
Atro's
It's
just-
not a longer
Atro's just-
topic.
Atro was
Atro's
just
upset
upset.
because nobody wished him a happy birthday on his birthday. Very sad times for Atro.
That was a greater achievement than anything else I've done in my life.
I do have a friend like that actually. I was the only one that wished him happy birthday. And he was annoyed at me.
For wishing him happy birthday.
Yeah. I just like sneak up on him to give him a present as well.
Wow. You know,
Pretty tedious.
you really ruined that dude's day.
Yeah. It's my
Okay,
mission.
give us a present.
Sorry
He's
for
going
caring
the
about
no-hit
you,
run.
man.
Yeah.
Crazy how real life works. Some people.
Too bad your parents wished you a happy birthday, Atro.
Yeah, they kind of ruined it. At least they didn't give me anything though.
Except the switches.
Well, they just
I
gave
don't
him another
think-
sack. He barely
I don't
cared.
think the switches count. He
Oh,
just
yeah,
gets a
that's
new
true.
one every
Yeah,
day.
it's just-
He
That's
just
just
gets
a
for one a
Pokemon.
day. They gave him 2 instead.
He's probably
Like, you
getting
just
the
happened to
limited
be one on his
edition
birthday.
Detective Pikachu Switch.
Is there a limited edition Detective Pikachu Switch?
He'll find one.
Probably not, but he'll make one, yeah.
He goes up to Nintendo, make me a custom Nintendo Switch.
Why hasn't
Yeah, I'm gonna be the president in
Nintendo?
10 years. You better make me these switches.
Or you will die.
Fuck, man. Actually, that'd be a pretty powerful move. You go into the Oval Office and you replace all of the shit. Whoever the next president is going to be, you replace all of that with your pristine Nintendo Switches. That's pretty powerful.
So your birthday.
Actually,
Atro would probably
Yeah.
accidentally burn down the Declaration of Independence and then write it on
He burns
the
down the White House.
How would I do that?
That's
I don't
up
know.
to you.
You'd probably like spill like like tea
Isn't
on
that
it,
on
and you'd
like
be like,
ballistic
oh,
glass or something though? And, like,
you'd spill tea on it somehow, and you'd be like, oh fuck, and then you rub it out, and it catches fire, and then you replace it by like a piece of paper
I can
written in
imagine
crayon.
just
that
like
you-
starting a fire and you're like, I don't want to deal with this, and just like going to another room. and
Just leave.
sleep.
no,
Yeah.
Atro is going to start an electric fire, and then he's going to throw water on it.
Oh man.
That was a great topic.
That was a great topic.
It's not even a
Haven't
topic.
Talked about my birthday. We just
No.
No one
randomly
wants to
got
talk
on-
about your birthday.
That's the president. You can't defy him.
Yeah,
True.
that's what is law.
No.
I only have
You know,
one more
speaking
week
of-
of lessons of high school.
God, I
Speaking of
wish that were me.
birthdays.
Yeah,
You say you only have one more week of it.
yeah, and then I go and study leave for my exams.
Jeez.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
When will this episode come out?
Yesterday.
I mean, I don't
What
know.
Auntie said.
Probably next week, sometime.
Nice.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
any specific day
I
next
don't know,
week.
we'll choose later. Hello, this is Editing Bean telling you to click away if you have not seen Endgame. Major spoilers are soon approaching. You have been warned. Man, fuck you, AC, for making me do this.
Once next week starts, that would mean Russo Brothers have officially lifted the ban on Avengers Endgame spoilers. So it's time for me to do it right now.
Nope, where we go?
Iron Man
Okay.
and Black Widow die.
Oh, okay.
Just
Well,
put it in the title of the video.
I was going to say we should say a spoiler warning, but I guess it's fine.
I guess all you really need to do is,
I'll
place
just edit
a
a thing
spoiler
saying
warning.
spoilers coming up.
Yeah. Also, you happen to mark the time, so you can just skip right to 40 minutes.
So are we talking about Endgame now?
We're talking about Endgame now.
It seems we are.
We are in the Endgame.
We're at the Endgame.
So where do we start?
Best Marvel
That's a
film?
good question.
Or MCU at least.
I think I disagree, but okay.
Yeah, I
What would
definitely
yours say?
disagree. I would say that Infinity War is definitely better than Endgame.
I would agree.
Well,
I would disagree.
I would definitely say Ant-Man and the Wasp. Clearly.
Yeah.
No, Captain Marvel is the best MCU film. Have you seen it, dog? She is
No.
so powerful. She's the most powerful MCU
The most
character.
powerful Avenger.
Atro, you saw
I hate-
Endgame, didn't you?
I hate
just
Captain
last
Marvel,
night,
dude.
yeah.
I still haven't finished it. Like, I'm trying to finish Captain Marvel, but like this one dude keeps killing me. It's really
What does
annoying.
that mean?
What are you not? What? How the fuck?
I don't understand what's
Are you-
happening.
It's the inside joke.
What? No, this isn't it. This is a BeanCast joke. What?
What?
An inside Beancast joke.
What the hell? What are you guys talking about? What is this?
Are you?
Do you remember
Yeah,
we were talking
you
about
idiots,
Sekiro
stop
and
paying
Captain
attention.
Marvel?
And I searched the
Huh?
two things up.
Oh, see, the thing is, the way you worded that exactly is that old shit with the legend whatever dude. That one commercial from
The
back in
Legend
the days.
27.
What? What are you talking about? You're just making shit up now.
The nigga worded it exactly like that. He was like, "I don't know, but this one dude keeps killing me." That's exactly how the commercial was.
No, you're just making shit up now. You're just being
No,
gay.
he has got a
Nah,
point. It
I,
was pretty
see what,
similar.
I see what Atro's saying, but at the
Yeah.
same time,
Wait. Then what is he
I don't
saying?
know why that
I have
came
no
to
idea
mind.
what he's saying.
You remember that
What,
commercial
it's like
that
an
was
old-
like,
it's an old
oh, the
commercial
Legend
version.
23 or whatever.
27.
Whatever.
Get his name right. Get his name right, Bean.
Exactly.
He's the legend 27. He did not become a legend for this, Bean.
God, how long ago was that?
The 27th of them.
That was
Oh
like,
fuck! I remember
might be
that,
like
dude. That
4
was
years ago, Doug.
The one that
Uh,
played
Super long time
constantly.
ago.
Alright. Since we're talking about Endgame, like, who would win in a fight? Legend 27 or Noob Master 69?
Oh.
And what
New
was
Master
his
69
name?
I'm so glad
What was his
Fortnite
next
was in
username?
Oh, man.
You Master 69 fucking suck, dude. Thor as a fat slob threatened him. Like you
Yeah.
can't, like, dude. If
And
Thor
you
has a
just still have
fat,
the hammer.
I just imagine, like, Noob Master 69 is exactly like Atro.
That is that. He's an
Yeah,
Endgame.
that show and XL double teaming.
Yeah, because Cord was saying, like, hey, this guy is being mean to me again, right? And I'm like, I could definitely see Atro being mean to someone.
Yeah,
So there was a time, right, we were playing Apex, right? And Atro left the Discord call just to go in the in-game call to tell this dude he sucked the anus.
He was a coward. They were cowards.
you shouldn't have
it's
done
more
that, man.
likely to be
Now
XL,
Thor is
though.
coming after you.
Yeah.
You know, XL just goes on like Gmod RP servers on his free time now, like all the
He
time.
doesn't even invite us, he just goes.
Yeah, he just plays in his own. And he like talks to them.
Oh, like he just goes in there by himself.
Yeah.
Just talks to them.
And role plays. I don't understand how he does it.
Ah,
He has like 500 hours in Gmod and only like 100
It sounds like degenerating as a person each day. Dog.
he really
Because
is.
He'll become a husk.
He's just becoming a wild beast. Eventually, he'll turn into one of those minions of Thanos. Eventually.
Pretty soon, like, right, we're gonna see, like, Edsel getting dragged off to, like, jail as he's yelling jokes on
He's
boys.
slowly losing the capability of speech.
They
He just kind of
can't
makes
catch him.
noises. Just JoJo
He makes a
cries.
lot of noises now.
He just shouts aura at the place.
Yeah.
It's like every time he tries
Yeah, they're
to
like
talk,
trying to
he's,
arrest
like,
him. He's like,
forming
no.
a sentence. But then, like, he loses the sentence, so he just starts
world.
making noises and going insane.
My favorite is, like, right, when, like, when he puts the entire mic inside his mouth and he just makes
Oh,
that
God,
weird
what did
fucking noise.
Oh no,
he
you
makes,
remember
like,
fucking with Seth and those fucking YouTubers?
Oh my
yeah.
god!
I forgot about that.
Did we talk about that in the last
Yeah.
test, or did that
No,
happen
we
after
didn't.
the bean?
That happened after.
Okay.
We definitely have to
Was
talk
it?
about
Alright,
that.
so for context, right? Etsa has been trying to get Seth the Programmer, a
Oh.
YouTube sensation from the Dragon Ball community, to debate him about who's stronger, Omega Shenron from Dragon Ball GT or Jiren from Dragon Ball Super, right? And so, right, Etzel finally has Seth right where he wants him, right? Perfect opportunity to just like shit on Seth, right? So Seth, it's like Seth is streaming, right? And Seth calls Etzel out. He's like, XL, you know,
I see
defeat me
it,
right
man.
now. right? And Seth even started a whole little cute hashtag about it, like hashtag Edsel the pussy.
Oh yeah.
Really
I
cute.
remember there was a coffee pasta, but I don't remember what it was.
Yeah. So like Seth is just telling Edsel to get on VC and debate him in front of like a million people, and Edsel wouldn't do it because
He's like, no, my
it was-
brother, he's gonna fuck me.
Yeah, it's like 3 a.m. in there.
And he couldn't win because Seth called out the fact that he was doing the.
Yeah,
So-
like
Oh,
like
no, we talked
earlier,
about that too.
earlier in that stream, like Edsel went in VC and started
There was a
making
debate
that
with
weird
like 20
noise.
people.
Yeah.
Happening. And
He
then
just,
just
like-
joined it and like he's fucking screwing in the mic.
He just screamed in his mic,
I mean,
and then he got kicked. And then after was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, that was my dog."
That's what fucking got me.
Wait, did he
So
actually say that?
hilarious. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, sorry, my dog's acting up.
Oh man,
If I can find the clip, I'll put it in.
oh, I'm sorry, my dog's acting up.
Is
That was like
that's still
the
available?
funniest thing. I think it is. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's on one of their streams on their channels.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't
I have to
think it
look
was
for
on
it.
Seth's channel, so I don't really
It
know
was
who.
on
It's some Bleach guy, isn't it?
James Hansen's channel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
James.
him.
I'll hunt for it.
So like so that's all right. It's getting peed on by everyone in this VC at that point. Like said this like, all right, Edsel. So like I asked you to debate me, right? You have the time, clearly. You could get on VC, right? So we're done with this, right? We're done with this whole little thing. If
Okay,
not,
sorry,
just
again the next
and
day.
then like I think he thinks no, he definitely thinks that Edsel and AC are the same person. Because like he told Edsel, get in VC, tell that hilarious your mom joke you've been wanting to tell.
No,
No, I think he just thinks that we're all, I'm pretty sure he knows that we're just all
Yeah.
part of the same group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all
No,
trying
he
to
knows
do the
that, but I
same
think
He probably has
maybe.
got next
I don't
humor
know.
now. By the time that he's
There's
like
no way
acid
he
every
thinks
day.
that XL and I are the same person. XL and I are clearly two different people.
Yeah. So,
Because like I definitely would not have the courage to just walk in and scream into my mouth, mic.
It was so funny when they kicked him. They're like, "Oh, what a fucking retard!"
oh my god.
They shot him bad.
Yeah.
It was just so
Brutal.
sad seeing like Edsel got snapped.
Yeah.
It was worse than AC because of how many people were there. How many people were
Yeah.
watching? They had like
Like, at least-
270
at least-
people.
What's even worse, right? It's documented. Like that shit's on YouTube. Anyone could go there and
Yeah.
watch it at any
Yeah.
time.
That's crazy.
Only like 5
I
people
haven't
witnessed
actually
what happened
seen
to
it, so I should
AC.
go and watch that.
Santi posted all the clips too.
Yeah, I posted it on Twitter, but oh man,
We shout on XL a lot today. We love you, XL.
you know CJ, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He came in VC immediately after he found out what happened. He was like, "Etzel, why did Etzel call me, dog? I would have definitely gone in there. I would have gone in and debated Seth."
Oh,
Like,
that would
and
have
I'm
been
like,
great. I wish you had.
Yeah.
Carl Johnson is definitely the Captain Marvel of this group. Like he just show
say
up. No, he just show
No, you
up.
don't
and he-
understand.
Yeah.
CJ is like fearless.
He's
CJ will
very
do
powerful.
fucking anything. Like he
The hero we
doesn't
needed.
he doesn't know the meaning of shame, embarrassment, or anything like that.
It only means he's reckless. That will squash him.
See, that's what makes him powerful. You know, he never gives up, and he always does whatever he thinks he has to.
Seth's
Yes.
gonna
It's
shit
the
on him.
traits
I feel like that
of
might have been a
Captain
Spider-Man
Marvel.
quote.
No, it wasn't a Spider-Man
Okay.
quote. I was referencing like kind of the theme of Captain Marvel, where she had to unleash everything
You're
about what
talking
made
too
her
much.
herself.
Daddy Seth can't lose to anyone. He just can't.
I think you just like cum gargling his cock.
I mean, I can't help it. That's what we all do.
Speak for yourself.
Oh man.
No, I am
Who knows
fully in
himself?
CJ's corner. If CJ got into the ring, dog, it'd be
I
done
want to see
for.
it. I want to see it because he'd be killed. There's no stopping Daddy Seth.
Kuno debates the possibility of a P3 remake.
This
You
is
said P3
a
remake
long
just then.
series, though. I do want to see someone else try to take down Seth because we went from AC first starting this all. He sucked dick. XL tried to continue it. He sucked dick.
If XL
And now
actually
we
got
just
in a
have
chat
to
though,
make a
I feel
comeback.
like he could have done things, but he's just fucked it. now.
Etzel could have. But like
Made mic noises.
No, here's the
That's-
thing, right? Here's the thing, right? Etzo has this grandmaster plan that he won't tell
I
anyone
forgot
about.
about that.
He won't
Yeah.
tell anyone what it is, but
He
apparently
said
it would like.
it took him like a month to formulate in his head.
And he
Day
will
and
get the
night.
chance to use it. It's not happening.
Man, don't say that. Because Seth could just say, "I've been living rent free in this man's mind for the entire time," and that would just destroy it. So
I just realised this is the endgame topic.
this is the endgame
This
topic.
is
Well,
the
this is
endgame
the
topic.
ending. This is the ending of
This
Seth
is
the
the
programmer versus us. You know,
Am I just gonna have to have the spoiler tag up to all of that?
Yeah.
this is
Like
exactly
half
what
the
happened.
podcast.
No, wait, all right.
We wouldn't have to do
So-
spoilers shit if AC didn't ruin everything. But
Yeah.
for no reason.
Maybe we'll just bleep
So-
that out.
Yeah, so like since we're talking about the Dragon Ball, let's just jump into like the most important piece of Dragon
Are
Ball
we
news that's ever
advancing
come
Avengers
out.
then?
No,
What is
no,
it about
no.
Dragon Ball?
We're talking about Seth.
Alright, let's go
So
with it.
I just want to mention what happened recently with there's this dude right called the Super Itachi, Mr. Perfection,
Perfection.
right? And over these last few months, he's just been trolling the entire Dragon Ball community. Like,
I
just
couldn't
basically-
tell whether he's serious or not ever.
he's a troll. Like,
Yeah.
like he's just been shitting on every single Dragon Ball YouTuber, right? And he eventually ended up shitting on Datum, right? Datum didn't like that very much, so Datum responded. He got on the stream, right, and debated Perfection live on the stream, right?
Who won?
Of course, perfection.
Perfection.
Well,
you can't
yeah, you can't beat
you can't beat a
Perfection.
troll by taking them seriously.
Yeah, that's simply not how real life
I have
works.
not
Only
heard of
Seth.
So,
it.
like- So eventually, right, the drama, right, between Geekdom and Perfection got so big, right, that Mr. Killer Team Star himself
Wait,
added
really?
and said
Yeah.
DM, right? So, like, a drama alert could be and will potentially be made.
God, I really hope so. We'll
Oh,
cover that
deep
next
dumb.
time if it
Oh, that'd be
happens.
so great.
Geekdom versus Perfection.
I really do want to catch up on that drama. That sounds like a lot of fun.
We should definitely like
Right.
rabbit that together and live react.
Geekdom
Definitely.
Really
versus
natural.
Perfection, bro. And
Isn't it
I'm
like a
just
super
like,
long thing though? Like this shit's went pretty far
well,
back.
the lore
It's
is
been going
really
on for
long
like
because Perfection.
2 months now?
Perfection's been going. No, Perfection's been going at it since
For 6 million years. At this
October
point.
2018. He's been formulating this plan since October, dog. Perfection, dog. So like everyone in Geekdom's comments was acting like Geekdom and Teamstar's comments. They were acting like Geekdom won. Like they're finally saying
Well,
it's
yeah, they
gonna
would.
be the end of Perfection, dog. Like Perfection's out of here. And I'm like, bro, this small ass time YouTuber, right, is about to get on drama alert. How is he doing anything but winning right now?
Yeah.
He's about to get so much exposure just from shitting on Dragon Ball people. Like holy
What did he
shit!
actually say about Geekdom?
He called him like a cunt, basically. He said like he sucks.
The usual.
Those are fighting words.
Drama's so dumb.
I
It's
might
like-
just take the time today and just catch up on that. I'm not doing anything
Yeah.
else.
I feel like Geekdom is like Thor at the end of Infinity War. He throws drama alert at
going back to
Perfection,
Avengers.
and then Perfection's like, "You should have." And then he just snaps
Cut
his
off
fingers,
Venom at
and
the
half
moment.
he snaps his fingers, and then half of all of the Dragon Ball community dies.
Can you
Yeah.
just get rid of all of them,
And he
please?
lost
Let's
that
get
mercy.
back to Endgame.
Alright. What even is there to talk about in Endgame?
Thank
Uh,
Yeah, Endgame.
I have some-
The thing with Endgame, it's like, I would be like excited and be like, oh yeah, the nigga Captain America he picked up his hand, but it's like I'm tired. I don't know. I'm
Well-
not doing any of that.
Iron Man was perfect in that movie.
Yeah, that
Iron
Iron
Man was
Man
fucking-
was thing ever.
Best way to do it.
Yeah.
Captain America and Iron Man were really
Yeah, he
good.
was really good too.
Yeah, they were the highlights
My
of the
favorite
film.
part about Endgame is how it closed off both of those character arcs for them.
Yeah, it's the first movie
Yeah,
and the
that-
first Avenger.
It was
It was really
super
nice.
fucking cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I think that Captain America was like, totally chilling, having fun, chillaxing, being awesome in that movie. But then, like, his ending came, and it was so out of nowhere.
I don't think that's
Like, I didn't-
true.
That's
Yeah,
not
they're
true.
like
Like the
way
entire,
doing
no.
Peggy,
No, I
like,
will fight. I will fight on that. Throughout that entire movie, you see the references to Peggy. Like you see. No. You first see like Captain America and like that self-help group for like people with like dating problems or whatever, right? And right there, like you see him like all sad and shit, and then you see all the shit with him looking at the little locket he has a Peggy when he's fighting like the other Captain America and stuff like that. And then eventually you get to the scene where he goes further back in the past, and then he sees Peggy through like the thing. So it's definitely like it definitely didn't come from nowhere.
And the whole
It's-
thing is about like using the past to advance to the future. So I think it works really well.
It's not that like it's not clear that he wants to be with Peggy, but I don't think Captain America is the type of person to like go fix his own life rather than continuing to help others and just retire when he doesn't have to.
Well, he even said at the end, it's like I decided to like go back and take a stab at that life, like everyone has been telling
like,
me
like
about.
Tony said.
Yeah,
It's true. It's just that
so it's definitely something he's put a lot of thought in.
it's just that I don't think it really works for him considering his previous movies.
Shut up.
What? Okay. Okay. And
It
then
was
like
super sweet.
you might have to give this
It
one
was
up.
super
Asa.
cute, and it was just awesome.
I
Really heartwarming.
think it was cute. I just don't think it. I don't think it was appropriate for the time.
Right.
Like,
Well,
I think it was a perfect ending to that.
yeah,
So-
I think he was ended perfectly. But
So it's
Yeah,
like
that's
you,
why
you save the multiverse basically, right? You revive basically everyone. Now he can
Oh,
finally
wait.
go back.
can we talk about how many people are fucking idiots that just don't understand multiverse theory? There are
What?
so many people everywhere, like in my school, that just are so confused about the time travel.
Wait, what?
I think
I guess
the only
'cause they've
thing
never
that
seen
confused
Dragon
about
Ball
time
Z,
travel was
but-
Captain America.
Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z, the perfect
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
That's multiverse theory. That's right. This is what Einstein referenced back in the
Yeah.
day when he talked
Yeah.
about that shit. He's like, all right, if you look at Dragon Ball Z episode like blah 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 blah, you can clearly see that E
And
equals
I
MC
just don't
squared. Blah, blah.
understand why people just don't get it because it's so simple.
Yeah, they're pretty clear on it.
Yeah, just make
Yeah.
a new timeline, easy.
I
Like,
what-
no, why is it not changing?
Well, after I rewatched Endgame or whatever, the Sorcerer Supreme stated clearly that it is actually the act of removing the Infinity Stone itself that creates a new timeline. Nothing else will create a new timeline. It's just taking the Infinity Stones from there. At least that's how MCU's describing
Really?
that shit. Yeah,
No.
that's how they describe
I mean,
it.
it doesn't
I don't-
really
I
matter
don't
either
think
That
that's
way.
doesn't
what-
make sense. Though.
I don't think that's what. I don't think that's what she said. I think she said that if you remove a time, if you remove
No,
the stone
I
from
went
it,
back
then
and
the
rewatched it.
universe collapse.
No, that's no because
I think it was
here's
just
the
trying to say that they wouldn't be able to survive without the stone.
thing. I went back and watched it, bro. Like,
Well,
I
maybe
don't
she
trust you,
did
but-
did what she said.
I'm telling you, dog. Like she took the thing, right? Like the act of removing the thing, right, would create a timeline split. One where your reality would be safe, but ours, since we're now missing this one,
Well, yeah,
this
that
time-
doesn't mean that was the only reason why. It just means they'd be fucked without it.
Well, yeah, but it
Uh,
made sense in the context of the movie, given that one, Captain America went back to the past and stayed in the past. That didn't really make any changes. Two, Thanos died in the future, right, and that didn't change anything. He was never in the past.
Yeah, the movie explained their time.
Yeah, I
their,
think
the
they
version
just
of
sent them
time
back to
travel
where
was
they
set
were.
as one timeline.
Yeah,
It was
even
an
even
unchangeable
even
timeline.
even Holt himself said, because when you go back in the past, that past now becomes your future, which now can't then be your present or whatever, right?
That,
Yeah.
that,
Something
that,
like that.
that entire sentence made absolutely no sense. It
That was kind of the
practically
point in the movie.
incomprehensible.
It was just supposed to be.
It kind of does if you think
Confusing.
about it, but it's
Yeah.
it's very
Yeah, it's not
confusing to hear.
it's not working by the traditional rules. The only thing that seems to be affecting timelines is the Infinity
I'm
Stones
definitely
themselves.
glad they went with that route though.
My thing is that when Loser Man Cap returned all of the stones, he came back by sitting down on he came back, he just aged and then sat down on his bench and gave his shield to them instead of coming back. So that
I don't know. Wouldn't it have had to go to 5 different timelines to give all the stones back?
Yeah, he would have to go through 5 different timelines and
That
then
Points in time.
Well, no, because they were all from different timelines.
No, there's no different timelines.
What?
It's the same timeline.
Yeah,
I
it's all
think-
just one timeline.
Yeah, he's just going back to
The points in time where they were taken.
yeah.
There was no
And the
timeline
answers.
split.
Wait.
But like, wouldn't Loki leaving cause a timeline split?
No, because the Infinity
I
Stone's
thought
still
there
in the
were
past.
two running timelines.
No.
Oh, yeah, if there's only one
What?
timeline, that means there are two Infinity Stones. There are not.
But-
There are two. Not
Yeah, it
like
doesn't make
Infinity.
sense.
There
There
are
have
two
to be
Space
two.
Stones. There are two Space Stones then.
No,
Because-
because remember they took the space stone from further back in time, not from the point where Loki took it.
Mm-hmm.
But then wouldn't that
It's the
change the
same.
future? Because
Yeah,
now
so like,
that
you
there's-
would never have been able to have
No.
it if it been moved then.
see this does you're.
Yeah,
it's
if
no
it's one
longer making
timeline,
sense
It
then
was
now.
just made it
Basically,
confusing.
just take it as what they do in the
Make-
past doesn't change. It doesn't
Yeah.
change anything
Because
besides
the only
the
thing-
Infinity
the
Stones
only
being
thing-
taken from them, which they
Yeah,
put
and
then
then-
put back.
And then they put it back like immediately after. It's like they were never taken in the first place.
But Loki's is still chilling. He still took the Space Stone and ran.
I was under the impression that it was
Yeah.
like exactly Dragon Ball Z theory.
Yeah, but he didn't escape in the original. Shouldn't have been escaping.
Yeah, he just went.
changed
He
it.
just went to Asgard, but now he just fucking left.
It didn't happen because they went further back.
Then they changed the future.
They did not.
That's literally what happened. If you're
They
saying he
put back
didn't
the
run
ti-
away
the
because they
Infinity Stones
stole,
to those times, so nothing changed.
It's not
They-
working
they
by
can't-
those rules.
they can't
Changed the
prevent.
time.
Dude, they can't
It's not
prevent
working by those
Loser
rules.
Man.
Jason.
No, they can't.
Yeah, it
change.
doesn't work like that.
No, what I'm saying is what you're saying
God,
doesn't make
Jesus.
sense because you're contradicting yourself. If Loki
You're
doesn't
contradicting
take-
yourself.
if Loki doesn't take the Space Stone like he did when they first attempted to get the Space Stone, then that means that by returning the thing to Cap, by returning the Space Stone in the past, they changed the future of when Loki stole the Space Stone and ran.
Yo, when that nigga Captain America picked up Thor's hammer and started to beat up on Thanos, that shit was so fucking cool.
So you're just avoiding the problem because
feel
you're
like we should
making
drop
this
this
sound
now.
stupid.
When that
We're
shit was
spending a lot of
happening,
time this time.
I knew he was gonna pick up Thor's hammer, and I was like,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it
and
was
when
kind
they
of
switched
underwhelming to
hammers
me,
with
but
the
then he
big
just
one, the
started
little one.
beating up that nigga Thanos, and it was super cool.
It was pretty cool.
My favorite thing was when he combined the shield and the hammer.
I would have.
That's pretty-
I would have
Yeah.
hated it if I didn't remember that scene in Ultron when he wobbled it. That's what
What
made
did
it
you
perfect. You know
Crazy
that scene in
how,
Ultron when he tried picking up the hammer and he wobbled it, and none of the others could.
I do now, but I
Oh,
didn't know
yeah.
how to do that.
Yeah.
But Avengers
It's
2 was
crazy
like
how
it.
CBR spoiled a bunch of people who didn't see.
What did they say, CBR? Because I avoided all spoilers.
So they didn't say anything. It's their
Truno,
thumbnail.
why have you been
Their
posting
thumbnail is
something?
so obviously
Oh, I posted like everyone in my
Thor
phone.
holding Mjolnir.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
Oh, did they?
I'm so upset.
Jeez.
I- 'cause
They didn't
it's like,
think that through
it's
very
like
much.
someone put the effort to censor out Thor's hammer, but like you were just
It
wasting
loo-
your time, and you're wasting my time.
It was
Because
Like,
I
it's
don't think he's holding a cock as a lightning rod. I don't think that's what's going on here.
Like, what else could he be fucking holding? Lightning.
You know. They could have like, a Persona 3 remake copy.
I
You
mean,
know,
that
I
was
would
so
have
bad.
done Stones, Persona 3 remake.
Anyway, talking about Captain America, I want to shit on Falcon. Why was it Falcon?
Falcon's fun.
I
Falcon
don't know
sucks.
if he is.
Falcon-
Falcon does
Falcon-
suck.
I mean, I think we all would have preferred Bucky, but you know.
I honestly don't think he deserved it because
Bucky would've
like
been cool
yeah,
at
but
least,
if
though.
someone has to,
Bucky-
then you
He
know.
got
Bucky-
the fucking metal arm and the shield. You know, that'd be cool. It's a cool combination.
Well,
It's
They
just
did,
that
they've
Bucky-
done both in the comics, so.
it's just that Bucky only exists as a character in relation to Captain America. He
Yeah,
can't.
but-
He doesn't.
Well, they
He
could have
just-
given him that.
yeah, but here's the
Given him
thing,
a chance
right?
to move on.
Yeah, his chance to move on and become his own character, I don't want to see more of Falcon. I want to see less of Falcon. I'm upset Falcon was even in the movie.
Yeah, me too.
I have to say though, Falcon did something kind of cool for the first
Are you
time
talking
ever.
about when he? Are you talking about when he
know,
like,
he
ran
stabbed
up
the
to that
wings.
elephant ninja and stabbed him with the wings while
Yeah,
screaming?
yeah.
That was his
Yeah.
only coolish scene, but that was it.
I don't even
I
remember
think
what
I
movie
finally
Falcon
met
was
War
introduced
Machine
in. It's just
relevant
been
for the
there.
first time since I.
Can we talk about how Falcon,
He was
right?
in Winter
was the-
Soldier, I think.
Yeah, that was
Can we
his
talk about
first
how
appearance.
Falcon, right, was the only one to die all by himself with nobody like even seeing him die in Infinity War. He just died
Nobody
alone and
even
pathetic.
cared.
Yeah.
Man.
Like War Machine said like Sam twice and then forgot about him.
Bucky didn't even get like a final talk with Cap either. Like, what was that about?
Yeah, they only focused on Bucky when it comes to Cap's, friends dying.
Yeah,
You know?
it's weird.
Like, did we
Right.
even get a shot of Sam dying, or is he just like
Yeah, he was
dead
on
off screen?
when he died.
Yeah.
Half a
I think that was the
second.
first time in the movie.
Really,
Yeah.
the only Falcon scene that I remember from the MCU is him running with Cap at the beginning of
To your left.
Winter Soldier.
And then they
And,
made that into like
I remember
the
him being
most
annoying in
hilarious
Ant-Man.
running gag.
He was in Ant-Man.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
was an
Oh,
Ant-Man.
he was an
wasn't
Ant-Man, and he lost
got
to
his ass
Ant-Man.
kicked.
Oh,
yeah,
Ant-Man
kicked his ass.
Falcon hasn't won a single fight, bro. He
And
lost
then-
to Spider-Man. He lost to Ant-Man. He lost to all those Chitauri niggas.
He lost to Spider-Man while he had Bucky helping him.
Yeah.
Spider-Man just shadowed both of them. That's the only other
That's
scene he
crazy.
has been in that I remember. Like, just Spider-Man shitting on both of them.
Why is Falcon even there? Like, what qualities of a hero does he have?
He
He's
flies
black.
around.
Anything? Yeah, he just
Can
has some.
fly.
He has some.
I mean,
cool
like, he
tech.
does hero
That's
stuff. He attempts doing things, I guess.
Not well.
He's kind of like the Konohamaru to like Captain
His
America.
abilities are just super lame. He's just a worse Iron Man. A very much worse Iron Man in terms of abilities.
Yeah.
Well, no,
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 he-
no, no. War
no, he
Machine's
has-
a worse Iron Man. Falcon's a worse War Machine.
That's true.
No, you don't understand, man. He has that little drone thing. That's cool. That's definitely the coolest thing.
Oh,
in
yeah.
it.
When does he ever use that? When does he ever use that though?
He used
Never.
that to drag Spider-Man away, because if he did, Spider-Man would have just fucking murked them.
Never uses that. Never.
God, Act 3, man. Act 3 was so fucking good.
It
Act
was.
1 and 2, they were just good to me. I was like, I enjoyed this whatever. But
I
Act
really
3,
like
when that big battle started happening, that was really fucking cool.
Yeah, I can
Honestly,
totally
I was
see
super
like
excited at that.
I
I
didn't
think
really
Act
see you
1
streaming
and
in
Act
the theater.
3 are the best acts of
Wait, what's the
Act-
separate?
There was some really good
The-
things thrown in there. Though.
the time travel stuff. The only good parts about the time travel stuff that I remember is Tony
Yeah,
and
Howard
Cap
Stark.
chilling.
That was so good.
Oh yeah, I like that.
That might have been my favorite.
that shit was
part,
really
to be
fun.
honest.
I really like Act 1, like just seeing everyone coping with like a post-snap world, you know?
Yeah, it was cool
Yeah.
seeing Ant-Man come back.
Do you want to know what wasn't cool
I didn't watch
about
that
Act 1?
What?
Professor Hulk. I hate Professor Hulk.
I like it.
He's just the worst.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
Okay,
No.
it's like
Wow. Like, I
He's
really
super
liked
fucking
him
hot,
in
by
the
the way.
movie, but I think his introduction was just awful. They definitely need to execute that better.
well, first they
I'm
dropped
not
the whole
into
dynamic
Saber.
between Hulk and Bruce, which is the main facet of his character is his dynamic with himself, and not only that, but they drop it with no development. He's just now only
Exactly.
Bruce Banner,
It's just been 5 years, like,
yeah,
we're
but
chill
they
now.
couldn't really just like.
and it
They
just
couldn't
annoys
devote too
me.
much time to that.
There has
That's
to be
true.
something there, though. They can't just skip that.
Yeah, they just
Well, I
skipped
mean,
it.
they did.
Yeah, and that's why it's messy.
That's why it sucks. They
That's
skipped.
so good point.
And so everything he does,
Couldn't
everything
have
he
asked a
does
debater.
just completely.
I'll
Everything he
be
does
there.
just annoys me. All of his comedy scenes, his dabbing, that scene where
Did he
Oh,
That
they
scene
did
where
not need to put that in the movie.
I didn't notice. Did he do
He didn't
that?
Yeah, he
Dab.
did dab.
yes he did.
No,
he
no,
did.
he didn't dab.
No, he didn't.
dab.
He
No, he
did.
didn't. He did not
Yeah, I
dab. He
watched
just
that
said
last
the word
night.
dab.
What?
He just said the word dab.
It looked
No,
like he
no,
dabbed.
he was dabbing. He
No,
had his
no,
he had
I'd
his
like to
arms
know
up.
He
he
did
was
not.
actually
No,
was
no, no.
dabbing.
He did not dab. He did not dab.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
not.
He did
Yes,
not.
he
He did
did.
the Johnny.
No,
No,
it's
he
a bit
didn't.
late
No, he
on
did
his
not. He did the
thing,
Johnny.
Leave it in the comments. Did Hulk dab?
He did not
I'll
fucking
give you.
dab.
I'll give you. Here. Real quick. I'll show you exactly what he did.
Oh, okay.
Dab.
I'm not recording this. Okay.
No, he definitely had his hands closed.
No, he went like this.
He had
That's-
his hands
Dab.
open.
like pretty
For that
much a
scene,
dab.
he had his hands open.
Yeah, he went like this,
He was
Josh.
just doing this little pose.
Dab.
Yeah,
Pointing
he was
at them
doing
like
the
this.
pose. That's what I said.
Yeah.
He did not.
Hulk doesn't
dab.
know how to dab.
Dabbed wrong.
Even if he didn't dab correctly, he still dabbed pretty gross.
didn't.
I just said the word dab.
It's disgusting.
And that scene where the worst scene he was ever in was that scene where the Hulk came down smashing things. He was fucking awesome, and then he just showed how lame he was in comparison, by not
I don't
smashing
like-
anything.
How he didn't
It's
get a
kinda-
conclusion.
No, it's just like you see how shitty your past self is, and now you
Yeah,
have
it
to
kind
try
of
and be
felt like
like
Ricky
him.
Hulk should have come out at
Yeah,
some
like,
point. and I'm
every
not
other
fine
main
with that.
Avenger had a conclusion, and he just didn't.
Well,
I mean,
here's the
that
thing,
nigga
right?
Hulk's pretty
Well, I
happy.
mean-
Nigga's kind of.
Well,
Yeah,
here's
but
Yeah, but
the
there's
thing,
nothing
right?
there.
Hulk, this isn't the end.
He doesn't really have anything to do without Hulk.
Hulk. This isn't the end of Hulk's arc, and it's not the end of
Maybe that's
Thor's
why
arc
Nick
either.
was,
Yeah, but
Thor's
Thor,
arc and
Thor
end.
I guess
had
that's true.
something at the end, though. Hulk
No.
had
Yeah,
nothing.
Thor just had a new beginning. That's it.
Oh, yeah,
His
that is
arc
something.
didn't end.
No, but I mean, like, he was on screen.
Like, yeah, they should have been
You
doing
know-
like a 20-second thing of Hulk just doing
Oh,
some shit,
all-
being like sad or whatever. There's just nothing
All
there.
the main
It's just forgotten.
Avengers did something cool, actually, except for Hulk.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Hulk did something
Like
cool
you
that I
could
forgot
see him
about.
running with the other losers during the third act, but
Yeah,
you
now
never
what do you
see
want him to do with a broken arm?
Like, do something cool? You're Bruce fucking Banner, the Hulk.
You saw
Like,
him
he was
run,
awesome.
so that implies enough, dog. You don't need to see a scene with everyone doing something cool.
Yes, I do. He's the main.
No, you
he's one of the
don't.
main 5 Avengers.
You saw him do something cool
Yeah,
earlier.
it was
by
odd
snapping
how this was like
fingers.
supposed to be the end of the original ship, but he just wasn't there. Like fucking, I don't know. There definitely should have been something. I feel.
This they just kind of slacked off with him.
Even Captain Marvel got to do something cool.
Well, she did. He does kind of
I
suck.
really
though.
hate
I
Captain
don't
Marvel
like
in this
it.
fucking movie.
Bean,
Captain-
don't be sexist.
movie.
Bean, don't be sexist. Don't
Fuck
be
Captain
sexist.
Marvel.
Come on.
No,
Bean,
be
don't be
sexist,
sexist.
folks. We hate
Hater.
women here. We hate
Being
women in this.
Captain
We,
Marvel.
we hate being.
The
They
opinions of the
definitely-
Bean
Hey, I
Bandit
mean,
are
Black
not
Widow
the
was
opinions
cool,
of the cast.
Kind of.
Yeah, Black Widow scene with Hawkeye. That
that was
actually
really
made me
good.
cry.
That made
Like
you
I was
dry.
actually tearing. Yeah, I
I
was
came
tearing up
close to
in the
Iron
theater.
Man, but that was about it.
I really liked Hawkeye in this movie.
Iron Man scene was like hit me, but like
Yeah, it
Black Widow was
was,
just
yeah.
like Black Widow.
Yeah, I cried at the
I
shit.
liked it because of Hawkeye. not
Whenever,
really.
whenever
Black Widow.
Spider-Man came back and then he was just talking and shit, and Iron Man hugged him. That was so cute. I cried a little
Oh,
bit.
yeah.
No,
that
no,
was really
every
cool.
every
That was
every
great.
scene involving Iron Man, I sort of cried a little bit. Like when he returns back and he says he lost a kid, I felt that in the beginning,
Yeah.
right, where he's playing like that fucking football game with Nebula, right? I felt that shit, you know. Every
I just-
scene with Iron
I
Man
missed like the
was
first
really
3
fucking
scenes of the
dope.
movie.
Iron
Yeah.
Man
You
is definitely
missed
my
the
favorite
first
part of the
three
movie.
I only when I got in, it was post the time skip because there were these people just sitting in our seats that would not move, and we had to like argue with them for like 10 minutes to get them out of our seats, and they were just like talking Indian with each
Yikes.
other, ignoring us.
That's really shitty.
It
Good
was
thing for me,
shitty.
I showed up like 30 minutes early.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
there was
sucked
like
too because
20
there were
minutes
people like
of
yelling at
after
us like,
work.
"Oh, sit down," and we were just being those annoying people in the cinema. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there was this little girl talking, like with all the quiet dramatic scenes. It was the worst.
I had
My
a
theater-
talker in my theater too. These niggas were talking like it was their own personal room, just like eating Doritos
Really?
and shit.
Mine was dead silent.
I hate
My
this.
Mine
my
was
theater
dead
was
silent.
dead silent too. Like I saw a bunch of audience reaction videos where
Yeah.
those losers were like jumping up and cheering. My audience did not do any of that. They
Oh
just
yeah, that's so
all-
crazy to me.
Okay,
Quiet.
Have you
all right,
guys ever had
all
that
right.
happen to you?
I have a funny story, right?
Yeah.
So my first time viewing, right, it was completely silent, right? Everyone was respectful and shit. My second time viewing, right, it was the same, except there was this one black guy who was really excited about everything, and like at every like coolest scene, he would like stand up, start clapping and screaming, right? And then he
Okay.
looked around and see that nobody joined. He said,
Oh, that is
That's funny.
That's what they get, Doug. It was a shame my talk at the theater. Everyone was like, "Ha ha ha, good one, pal." It was just so fucking
It was
annoying.
actually in the cinema I went to. The people behind the counter were dressed up as Spider-Man. It was pretty awesome.
Oh.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was cool.
they were dressed up as dust.
Damn.
True.
Can't make the joke anymore. No, Sandy's alive.
I mean, in the beginning
I
of the
mean, he
movie,
was alive
but-
until the third act.
Oh yeah, can we talk about how awkward it's gonna have to be in fucking Far From Home with the 5-year skip?
Well,
and
because Iron
everything?
Man just died.
Oh yeah,
No, because of the 5 years
that's a thing, isn't it? Like,
The trailer's coming out next week, actually.
did Ned die? Did MJ die?
No,
And
Ned
did
was at the
Flash
end.
die?
Yeah, anyone who's
Yeah, but,
in
like,
his
he
grade,
died in Snap, I
anyone in
think.
his grade level died because they all would have been aged by 5 years if they didn't.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I guess you're right.
And that's one of the weirdest things. They should have had one of them. One of them should have aged like 5
I
years.
feel
One
like
of
they might
the
just keep that as
the
like a
Capcom
plot
people
hole.
that
Yeah, I think
mattered.
they'll just say everyone without Snap to avoid that, or just not address the issue at all.
Yeah, they probably would.
Yeah, I
If-
assume
if
they'll
they
do the snap
don't-
part.
if they don't address the fact that some of their friends and family are now 5 years older, then they've effectively cut out a bit of the aftermath of the snap, which is what Far From Home is supposed to like be
I
about.
wonder if Aunt May got
I
snapped.
just don't see how they're supposed to deal with that.
I mean, they could like show like it's like from the perspective of someone their one of their loved ones died, and they had to get over it, and now they have to deal with the fact that they're back now, and like what to do now that they've completely grown as a person by 5 years, and this person they knew is now the same as they were before.
Wait, can you
I
imagine the
thought we were gonna
people?
get stuff like that in a
Wait,
Spider-Man movie.
do you imagine? Can you imagine the people that like had like really high jobs, right? And got snapped, and someone else took their position, and now they're back 5 years later. Like, what's gonna happen to those dudes?
It's Tim a lot of
I feel like
did
that
get
should
replaced,
specifically
because
be
they're
in the
so
Spider-Man movies, and Spider-Man is like supposed to show the effects of big Avenger movies to the common people.
Oh yeah, technically, Spider-Man: Far From Home is the end of Phase 4, not Endgame, which is stupid.
Really?
You know.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Yucky.
Hey, didn't
And
they win
it-
X-Men and
It should have been the
Fantastic Four
beginning
that
of
have
Phase
that
4 instead of the end of Phase 3. I don't know why they did that.
Who knows?
Yeah, that is odd. I guess because they wanted to have
Yeah.
them close together, but it's weird.
Who knows?
I guess maybe it's because it's showing the after effect of Avengers Endgame, but
Alright.
I think Phase 4 can deal with that
yeah.
itself.
Hey, Atro, what did you think of the uber cool scene where all the women came up and protected their baby? Peter
No,
Parker?
Atro was cheering.
Yeah, my theater was
Standing
always silent until that scene. Everyone was going fucking loud when that happened. No, I think,
You were at
I
the
think it was pretty
forefront, standing
blatant
up and clapping.
and kind of just
It's whatever.
obnoxious. It's like
Yeah, I'm of the
it's
opinion.
almost like someone trying to teach you that 2 + 2 = 4 is what that is. It's
They
not
had it
a
in
lesson that
Invincible
needs to be
too, didn't
taught or implemented
yeah,
at all.
did they in Infinity War? I don't remember anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that scene with
Scarlet
the-
Witch,
Not
Okoye, and Black
that
Widow.
wasn't
But it wasn't
offensive
near-
or blatant. That was just like, they're fighting. They're there, they're fighting. But
Yeah.
here, it's so blatant.
They
pick
all
every
come up-
single
they all
woman
come
that
up. Yeah,
was
they-
in this
they all-
fucking the Avengers. And it
Yeah.
was just put them all in one
The thing
one
that bothered
like that.
me is that Captain Marvel just did not need them at all.
Yeah.
There was no,
No,
point
here's
in
the-
doing
it should've
that.
just-
that
Gonna
cock bitch
carry
with like
on
the little gauntlet blasters. Like what?
Oh yeah, they had
Shuri,
Shuri.
Shuri and Mantis showed up. They can't do anything. They
Yeah.
suck.
That was the
Honestly,
only
I
thing
didn't
that,
try it. I don't
like
remember.
the scene was like whatever, right? I didn't care. It's like, hey, that's cool, show woman power. I'm all for that. Go for it, yeah. But like Shuri and Mantis came to help, and I'm like, Mantis, what are you doing there, honey? Like you can't fight. What are you even doing in a war zone?
Honestly, my thing about this whole thing
It's
is
just
that
goofy.
like half of them, Spider-Man could probably take on that group of fucking monsters way better than they could all together.
I think
And
you're
then
just upset that Spider-Man lost.
everyone else just fucking
You're
doesn't
just an
need help.
upset fanboy right now.
Everyone, no. That dude at his full potential could take on the Hulk. That dude's chilling.
Oh, about that.
Yeah.
He just kind of no. That is a literal fact.
It's cool that he got that
I mean,
insta-kill
he may have
shot
done it
turned
in the
on.
comics, but
That
that
was
doesn't mean
nice
that
callback.
the movie wasn't good of.
No. At his full potential, he's done some pretty cool things. Even in the MCU, when he was able to lift that fucking thing off of him, the thing.
Yeah, but does that mean he could beat the Hulk? Or fight the Hulk, rather?
No, I said at his full potential, he could theoretically fight the Hulk.
Theoretically.
Yeah.
What is full potential?
Like
Potential
he's
unlocked.
He's
at the
uncharted.
utmost competence. He knows how to use all of his powers efficiently. You know, he doesn't make any mistakes. He's chilling.
I'm pretty sure if Hulk, at max capacity, would demolish Spider-Man at max capacity.
Naturally, because Hulk, his upper limit is way higher than Spider-Man's.
I
Like,
They don't
if
say
Thor-
they don't
if
they
Hulk-
don't they don't, they don't
Yeah,
say
I don't
at his
like
upper
AC
limit.
I
talk.
don't like
Yeah.
this.
No, power scaling, just like Seth, you got to know your enemy.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter because he's definitely stronger than most of those women. And then, everyone
And that
else
insta-kill
who
bullshit's pretty
isn't it,
overpowered, isn't it?
Yeah, the
Yeah.
nigga was spiking everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everyone else, anyone who isn't stronger than already, they don't fucking need anyone's help. Scarlet Witch, Rescue,
Oh yeah, Scarlet
and
Witch was
Captain
kicking
America
Thanos'
can
ass.
fucking
Oh,
do
yeah.
shit
That's
on
cool.
anyone
That
who
scene
comes
was
in
cool.
their
I
way.
like that a lot.
Yeah, Scarlet Witch was there. She
Her
was about.
eyes are
She was
red
like
and
tearing.
shit.
He
That
was.
was
He
fucking
was
cool.
tearing Thanos piece by piece, bro. Thanos was about to die, and then
Yeah.
Thanos was like launched rain or whatever.
That was really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah. That
I
was,
didn't think I'd
that was
ever really
cool.
care about Scarlet Witch.
I think that
was
scene
cool.
would have been cooler if it was Thanos.
I think that's
the
what
Thanos
the
who
Spider-Man
killed-
was there.
No, if it was the Thanos,
What did you say?
if it was the
I just
Thanos from Infinity War instead of this loser from
Yeah.
2013.
Past Thanos sucks.
So like here, they said I just like I think the scene would have been cooler if Spider-Man was there, to make fun of AC.
Honestly,
Wait, what were you saying about the new Thanos?
the new Thanos,
He doesn't like the fact that it's new Thanos instead of like the old Thanos from the future.
The old
it's,
one killed
it's not
Vision
that
back then.
it's not
I mean,
that he sucks. The old
it's pretty
Thanos
cool.
is just as cool as the one
From
from-
Infinity War.
yeah. It's just that he doesn't have a connection with any of these people like Thanos did, because Thanos is the one who killed all of their friends and family, and he kind of shat on all of them. This guy doesn't actually know any of them
I
besides
don't think that's
the ones
too
he's heard of.
important.
Yeah,
With how
Thanos
because
is like
you're-
abandoning the ideal that made him so interesting in the first place. So it's like,
Yeah, but I mean, I
What's
find
that
it
ideal?
interesting that he saw
What's
the
that ideal,
consequences
Ben?
of that and changed his ideal based on it.
Actually, I like
the
that.
whole snap thing of cutting me.
It kind of would have been lame if it was just like, yeah, I guess I'll.
No, it's because he
No,
saw the
I-
error of his ways because people are undoing
okay.
what he
About
thought was
this.
balanced.
Oh yeah, I forgot he did that. That's a pretty big thing, isn't
I was
it?
thinking, would it not just be possible to just wipe the memories instead
It
of
is
fucking
possible.
killing everyone?
I mean,
Like,
if he wiped the
it's-
memories of everyone they ever knew, then does he also just have to make them
See, the
infantile?
issue with that is physical things.
What?
The destroyed Avenger building, and it's like
I mean, he
And
could
what's
just
not?
fix that as well.
that's a lot more work.
It doesn't
There's a lot
matter.
more.
You just wipe their
He can
memories and
survive.
dip. Let them live on their own. That's what they're
He
Well,
can
here's my
survive
thing, right?
2 snaps.
Wait,
dude.
if you wipe memory, like no, that sucks.
Yeah.
Why?
But
That makes more sense
anyway-
than destroying everything.
It does make more
Like,
sense.
It doesn't,
hey,
it
he's
doesn't
gonna
matter
remake
if
it.
Well, no,
everything's
Thanos
destroyed.
is
The thing-
Thanos thing was like new thing was he's trying to destroy all life and then create like new life from that,
Yeah, but his whole
And
thing
then, like-
was he's doing that because the people won't forget the people they've lost. So like,
The new people want.
See, that's true, Bean.
He's
But
just creating
the
a
thing is-
new world in his image, basically. Just
The
he
thing
saw
is
that
that-
people were about to undo what he worked so hard for, so he's like, I can't have that happening.
The thing about Thanos is that he may act like he's altruistic and that he's doing everything for the sake of the entire universe, but he's just a sociopath who thinks he's doing the right thing. So when he tries to think of a new plan, his default decision is to kill everyone because he's not a good or rational person.
That's
Uh,
fair.
Like when he raised Nebula, his motivation was the fact that he should chop her limbs off and replace them with robotic parts. That's his decision on how to raise one of his daughters.
So she's
And he-
stronger.
Like he's not the most rational person. And he doesn't try to go with the non-violent idea. He just
Also,
kills
could
his
he have
problems.
technically just made like infinite resources with the Infinity Gauntlet originally?
like his entire plan
Is
doesn't
it
make sense.
unlimited? I don't even know what like the Infinity Gauntlet can do.
Yeah, if it can erase half the universe, I'm sure it could
It's-
make like.
it's an
as many
omnipotent
resources as
device.
needed.
Yeah, it can do anything, and it
It
It can
seems like
also
the
make
witch stuff
your-
is kind of only limited to
anything?
one subject at a time, though.
Well, because can it really do anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Because that
Well,
kind of
except
that
stuff
kind of
like,
makes everything
bring
all
back that
muddled.
widow or whatever.
Yeah. Here's the
Yeah,
thing, right? I just want to go back to that point you were saying about like how it's not the same Thanos. To me, right? It's not so much as a state because like in Act 3, Thanos was more of a force of nature than he was a character, right? So it didn't really matter to him if it was the same Thanos or not. They just had to beat him because like to prove like he wasn't inevitable in a sense, like that you can overcome the odds and shit, whatever, because the old Thanos
Yeah,
already
that's true.
died, he already won,
It's just
in
a
the end, even
shame.
they killed him,
it's just
like there's nothing they could have done to beat the old Thanos because the old Thanos already won,
I mean, it's not.
except undo the snap.
Yeah, it's just that lack of personal history. It just makes everything he says less cool to me because he doesn't actually know any of these people.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everything he says just seems half-hearted by comparison.
Well, he doesn't really say anything. The only person line he ever.
Inevitable.
The only thing he ever said, he only said two things actually. He said, "Where did that lead you back to me?" quote, and then he said, "I am inevitable." And then
That was so great because it was just like he was trying to be cool, but then Iron Man outwitted him.
no, to me that seems funny. It's just like to me, I just like to remember like Thanos saw himself in the future say something to us, so
He
he's
was
like,
like,
"Oh,
"Yeah,
I'm saving
I'm
that one. I'm saving that one."
Yeah. Writes in his little notepad.
Yeah, he's like wrote that on like his hand, to say later on.
It's funny.
Like, dog, when your future self gives you some material, you don't waste it.
Exactly, done.
Oh yeah, did you guys like how Thanos was just kind of accepting of death, like he barely resisted?
I do like that.
Oh
How
no,
he
my
just
favorite part is
I do
my
like
favorite
that.
part
It
of
was like
Endgame
he
is
just
how
killed his characters.
Thanos just like Infinity War. At the end of the day, he just sits down, he looks at what's going on around him, and he just takes a breath and takes it all in before
Yeah,
leaving.
that was nice.
Like, he doesn't really have any... There's nothing he can do. He's dead now. So he just sits back and watch his, all of his dreams crumble before him.
No.
The opposite of the ending in Infinity War.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah, I was really wondering what they were gonna do with that because that's a big thing for him, and I think they
Yeah.
handled it pretty well with just him being silent.
oh yeah. I read the Infinity War comic actually yesterday.
Which one?
Oh, you did?
Yeah, the original one.
And Thanos
it-
and that is
Dick or
awesome.
something?
No. Infinity War comic ends the same way Infinity War ends. Well, except Thanos at the very end loses, right, or whatever. And the comic ends, and Thanos is on a farm, right, and it ends with him sitting down looking at the sunset.
You know,
Yeah.
on a
He's
great
farmer.
universe.
Wait, doesn't he just want to fuck death in the comic?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a fucking
he's
simp. Like, in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the dude literally gets played by Death. Like, she's like, oh, I have this dude that can do whatever I want, and then Iron Man calls him out. He's like, no.
Yeah. So I watched the entirety of the story of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite the other day. Also, it's just like Thanos is just a really sad human being.
He got cucked by Deadpool.
He got touched by a dude from Capcom, like, or whatever. Like, Jada went up to Lady Death and he's like, "Hey, let's create a new universe in our image," and then like, how will we do that? And it's like the Infinity Stones, and he's like, I'll get someone. This man, he'll do anything I say. Very next seems like, "Hey Thanos, look at the Infinity War stones for me," and Thanos is like, "Yes, man." But he just gets the Infinity Stones.
What a fucking simp. What a loser. See, this is what happens when you find over women. They use you to fuck a way hotter dude.
Oh yeah, and Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, the very last scene of game is like Thanos goes over to Death after he finds out that she screwed him over and that she's like fucking another man, and his first reaction is like, "I'm gonna kill you, Death," and so it ends with him trying to kill her. No, it cuts away from that scene before like anything goes down. He's just
So sequel, mate.
basically right. So what Thanos did is he took the powers from Ryu from Street Fighter. I don't know why he did that, but he took that.
Hadouken death.
Yeah, he was charging up a Hadouken, and he was gonna fire it at death. And I'm like, why, Thanos? Why out of all the powers there, why'd you steal Ryu from Street Fighter's powers? The weirdest thing.
Do you want to know, like in the comics, because Death has a crush on Deadpool, because Thanos is such a jealous fuck, he decides to make Deadpool like fully immortal, so that he can never communicate with Death ever again.
Huh.
And it takes, I can't remember, but it takes some serious work for him to break that curse.
Damn.
I see.
So Thanos is just quite the sad human being,
Yeah.
or Titan being.
Going back
Hey,
to
we
Endgame,
covered any of the shorter topics.
What
We
else
don't
is there
need
to
to.
talk about in Endgame?
I have a very minor gripe,
Atro
but
president.
it bothers me. So,
Alright, go
okay,
on.
with Thor,
I'm
I
mad
enjoy-
that the Avengers were eating biscuits instead of scones.
No. Okay, so with Thor, I enjoyed Thor in this movie. I thought it was good. Okay, but I feel like when he got to that final fight, they definitely should have cut his hair back to how it was in Ragnarok, because the whole thing was about him like moving away from his predetermined thing in Asgard or whatever, like who he had to be, and now he's becoming like himself, which is perfect because he could have cut away like his Asgardian hair or whatever and gone back to his like independent look, you know?
Like, what,
Would've been
wait,
perfect.
Wait,
what do you expect him to cut his hair with? His
wait,
fucking
huge
giant
issue
axe?
there.
When will
There
we
was
have done
definitely
that?
time to cut his hair.
Besides that,
Nigga, what are you
he
talking
would just
about?
look awful with short hair being that fat man.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
I
think-
would have liked them to get away with that too, but I couldn't really think of
Yeah,
a way
yeah.
for that.
No,
So.
that's just silly. That's silly. No, that's silly. I'm really glad they kept him, being fat, because I did expect them to, make him.
My favorite,
You didn't
one of my
think back
favorite,
to
That's
Nolan
whatever.
Guardians
Like, they
3.
definitely could have cut his hair, and I feel like they should.
one of my favorite scenes in that movie is like whatchamacallit, what's his name?
Who?
Huh?
We have no idea who you're
Yeah,
talking
drop a
about.
hint.
Describe him.
Oh yeah, Thor, and Thor doing right, Thor doing with the Guardians of the Galaxy and basically cut Peter Quill.
Oh yeah, that was great.
It's just
Oh, I
like-
can't wait for Guardians of the
Honestly-
Galaxy now.
we all
Yeah.
know who's really in charge here.
That's gonna be such a great
Yeah.
movie.
Me,
That's
of
gonna be really
course,
entertaining.
of course.
Honestly,
That
Thor-
stare game at the end was really funny.
Yeah.
Thor's comedy in that was the only comedy that I didn't feel took away from the tone of the movie, because like
Ant-Man
it's
was
all
pretty
based
good.
around. No, I don't think Ant-Man was funny in that. In this particular movie, but like Thor was definitely the funniest parts because his comedy is based around his depressed state, so it's like dark comedy. So
Yeah,
it
using it
made
like
me
an
laugh
escape, isn't
throughout
it?
that movie. Like he is actually my favorite character in the
Iron Man is kind of a.
Iron Man
Oh,
kind of.
Yeah, Iron Man.
Yeah,
I mean,
Iron Man.
Iron Man is chilling. He's awesome, but Thor is just, he's the best for me.
Interesting.
Thor and Star Lord are kind of like Edsel and Atro, like arguing with each other, like who's
Which one's
DC
which?
is.
Wait, which one's which?
I feel like
We
Thor
all
is
know who
definitely
which one's
Atro.
which.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see myself in him as well.
Atro's not saying that for any particular reason, just the fact that Thor shits on Star Lord. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just, Thor is like a Chad, and even though, he's fat and a loser now, he's still way better than Quill. And that's
Yeah.
basically Atro. Like, even though Atro is now no longer a genius because he smoked weed and now he's fat and, dumb, he still shits
my
on
God.
XL.
Atro smoked weed, the greatest meme ever created.
I'm so lost on that. I try on that all the time.
You really don't need to be catched up. Basically,
There's
Al
not much to know about it.
basically Al found out Atro smoked weed like once and just went crazy. He just went crazy with it. Like,
Like Al does.
it's
They are
insane.
pretty,
It's insane how like wild Al has been about Atro's mode for the week.
Yeah.
He's traded 2 stages on fucking Smash Brothers about it.
I played one of them.
The funniest thing about the second one that he made was that there's a fucking gap in it that is like small but just large enough for someone to get stuck in it and not be able to get out if they're big enough.
Really?
So, yeah,
Yeah.
like Santi got pushed
I got
in
trapped.
there.
I got trapped inside your arm like twice already, Atro, man, and I could not get out for
Got
a
him in
while.
headlock.
I didn't know that was possible. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It took
I chose
when he
to get
was
one of the places and play at the stage.
Mr. Game Watch, he got out pretty easily. But when he was it took a lot of fucking work to get him out of there.
Yeah. Took a lot.
Like not even Roy's full powered neutral B could get him out.
Yeah. It was a blast. Speaking of Smash Brothers, Joker and Smash, fellas.
I think that might be the cast actually. We're an hour 35, which is the longest we've
No.
gone.
We're going further. Like this is the end game.
Don't have too
I don't
much
have
time,
time.
but okay.
3-hour cast, dude.
I don't have time for 3-hour cast today.
I mean, like,
Let's just finish talking about Joker and Smash since I already
Okay.
said that.
Prepare the outro. Or the outro, I mean.
yeah.
Wait.
Okay, just give me
Are
an
we
extra
not
hour and
done?
a half.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about Joker.
Okay. So I think one of the most important things about this new Joker release
Me now,
is
sir.
how Bean, Kuno, and E-Man all tried to jump
here
me
it goes
in a
again.
match, and I fucking killed all of them.
Yeah, but
I
teaming
won!
in Smash is just not a good
Yeah,
idea
it's
ever. It just
honestly more
never
effective
works.
to just fight
yeah.
each other. We'd probably hurt AC more.
Yeah.
No, it works. You guys just suck. When Santi and I tried to kick the shit out of Try, we kicked the shit out of Try. You guys just suck.
I mean, okay.
Yeah.
You have way better coordination than you.
The best thing about Joker is
best.
that Bean can actually play the game now.
Yeah.
Uncanny.
I actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed our 4-man Jokers where we all for our
Yeah.
respective
I'm never
remakes.
playing anyone except for Joker anymore. Fuck you, Pikachu.
You can't just leave me now in the dust like this, please.
I haven't bought him yet. I should do
Bean,
that.
you should do that.
yeah.
It's only like 75 cents. I don't know how much that is in pounds or whatever you guys use as currency.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh yeah,
70
I have leftover money from when I bought Undertale and Cuphead. I should buy it right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
bought
should buy me
Undertale.
that
Oh, yeah,
right
you did
now.
buy Undertale, didn't you? You played it yet? I see.
Make
Huh?
the most grotesque Minato you can, by
You
the
played
way.
Undertale yet?
I started playing, yeah. I just haven't completed my neutral run.
Nice. Love Undertale. How's it going,
Is that-
Atro?
Is that the cast? I think that's the cast.
I think that is
Okay,
the cast,
okay.
but we need Atro here to finish it off.
I'm here.
Okay, where's your outro?
yeah, where's
your Atro?
Atro?
What's the outro?
Did I always say the same thing? I think I said the same thing.
No, you can't.
Yeah, but we have to do this every
That's right.
time.
I
This
won't.
is a Beancast inside joke. This
Whatever.
always happens to you. You take like 10 minutes to come up with just the same thing.
Yeah, that's the. You always think so hard about it. You always end up with the same thing. at the very end.
Anything?
Guess
don't
that's a
wanna
rap
do it.
like chitlin, fellas.
It's crazy how we didn't talk about Shazam. Like Shazam just got
Oh, I totally forgot
God.
about that.
Wait.
I mean, isn't that just a mediocre movie?
The
no,
mediocre.
no,
Yeah, that movie was
fuck
great.
you.
Come on, Atro, finish it.
Okay. Goodbye, hombres. See you again next time we upload.
Okay, I guess that's it.